Star Wars 7x7 episode 2652. Today it's the third in a series of 7 flashes back to Celebration Orlando in 2017 and interviews I did there asking folks about their favorite Star Wars memory. This time we're featuring Emcee extraordinaire Mark Daniel. Punch it. Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy, and thank you so much for joining me for it. So if you've been to any Star Wars Celebration events, then you've probably encountered Mark Daniel. He is an MC for the event, which means that before the panels start, particularly on the main Celebration stage, he is out warming up the crowd, acting as a master of ceremonies, and just generally keeping people engaged and excited and pumped up for the start of panels. And when the panels don't actually start on time, which happens from time to time, he's the one who's keeping everybody's energy up, keeping everybody from getting distracted or, annoyed or anything like that. Like, he is just a consummate professional host and MC, and yeah, it's fantastic the work that he does. And so this interview is going to be a little unusual because of the circumstances under which it happened. At the Celebration Orlando event they had, and I mentioned this in yesterday's episode, they had the overnight queues where you had to basically sit, stand, or lay down on these hard concrete floors and wait overnight for very popular or anticipated very popular panel discussions to be able to get your opportunity to get into the room. So particularly the 40th anniversary Star Wars panel they had, and also the Last Jedi panel that they had. And so to keep people entertained, every once in a while something interesting would happen. And in one of those cases, around 1 o'clock in the morning, as some people are trying to sleep and some people are just restless and unable to sleep, Mark Daniel shows up along with his partner DJ Elliott, and suddenly a dance party breaks out in the middle of the night in the Orlando Convention Center. And that is when I actually managed to talk to Mark and ask him, hey, what's your favorite Star Wars memory? So this particular interview has DJ Elliott's sounds all in the background, and you'll hear also that the microphone situation is a little rough, so my apologies for that. It is what it is for the time, but you can definitely understand Mark Daniel's answer for sure. So that all said and set up, without further ado, here is Mark Daniel, Emcee extraordinaire, sharing his favorite Star Wars memory.
My favorite Star Wars memory, first of all, it always involves the fans of Star Wars. But just like right now, we have a party going on. My name is Mark Daniel, that's DJ Elliott. I host the main stage shows, he's the DJ. We had a party in Anaheim, and this guy kept dancing all night. I walked over to him and I said, man, you've been dancing all night. He says, yes. He said, most of the time I'm in pain. I'm a wounded veteran, but tonight I'm not in pain because I'm dancing. And it was the most... It is the thing I always remember, man. He said, I'm not thinking about my pain. I just want to dance and have a great time tonight. And I always remember that, and I always remember that guy.
Fantastic story. Thank you so much, Mark.
All right, there you go. That was Mark Daniel, the MC for, among other things, Star Wars Celebration events. And I mentioned this on previous episodes of the show, but I'll just reinforce it one more time. On the Twitter account for the podcast, that's SW7x7 Podcast, I'm going to pin a tweet at the top with a list of all the other interviews that I did at Celebration Orlando. I'm only going to be sharing with you a handful during these flashback episodes, but there's definitely more to be had if you would like to continue down that rabbit hole. So you'll find that tweeted at SW7x7 Podcast. And that is going to do it for this episode of the show. It just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me for it, as always, and may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be.
7x7 is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2021 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.